Growing up in Compton, Crip Walker was immersed in the deep divisions that tore through the neighborhood. The streets were a battleground, divided by color and red, each representing a violent history and a fierce pride that shaped the community. As a leader of the Blue faction, Crip Walker was well respected and feared, constantly fighting for territory and respect. His group, the Crips, was only one part of a more extensive network of gangs, each entrenched in their turf wars. Alongside them were the Red Bottoms, who constantly clashed with the Blue Notes, the OSI Orange Street Gangsters, and EL Locos. The Butcher Beef Brothers BBB fought with anyone who crossed their path, while the Patty Cake Playgrounds were involved in their feud. And looming over them all were the Grape Gardeners, controlling the most coveted grapes in California, even before they were legally sold. Compton was a city of constant violence, and Crip Walker was a soldier in this war. Survival was his focus, and he did whatever it took to stay alive, including dealing with the rivalries that tore his community apart. One night, tensions between the Blue and Red factions escalated, and Crip Walker found himself face to face with a member of the Red group. Their eyes locked, each carrying years of hatred and distrust. Without warning, the fight broke out, fists flying, words forgotten. The battle escalated quickly, becoming a life-or-death struggle. In the end, Crip Walker emerged victorious, but the Red faction member didn't survive. Battered and bruised, Crip Walker was rushed to the hospital. The doctors fought to save him, but his condition was critical. Just as hope seemed to fade, Crip Walker received an unexpected call in his hospital room. The voice on the other end was steady yet filled with emotion. It was the mother of the man he had just killed. "I want you to live," she said, her voice filled with sorrow but surprisingly calm. "My son's blood can save you." The offer stunned Crip Walker. This was the mother of his enemy, someone who should be filled with rage, yet here she was offering him mercy and the chance to live. She wanted him to survive and make something positive out of her son's death, a truly remarkable act of forgiveness. Without hesitation, she offered her son's blood for the transfusion. In that moment, something inside Crip Walker shifted. He realized that this woman, who had lost so much, was attempting to break the cycle of violence that had consumed their lives. It was a kindness he had never expected, especially coming from someone on the opposing side. With her blessing, the transfusion took place. When Crip Walker woke up, he felt different. His physical wounds were healing, but something deeper within him had changed. He was no longer just Crip Walker. The man of the street she had transformed into something more. He had become Compton Amerika. Returning to the streets, Compton Amerika was no longer driven by the need to fight. He didn't come back to continue the cycle of violence. He returned with a new purpose. His mission was to bring peace to a city torn apart by decades of bloodshed. He wanted to spread the message of change, not just in Compton but beyond it. Compton Amerika knew that if he could change, anyone could.